Nyina abo adeshima maya mamu nyina ajo amama kwaba the our Great Commission Television eso ene August na boso me ne de to so du ba ko wafimpinu ene aduonu ensia emu afe ene ebra so say ensama hodo a yensenkyere fo te omhugu monten so man mu de ama hodo so den so eka ho bi omunsa eso so ye osamufo ehwe ye eso ne so kroje no ye hwe edeba makombe so mo sompa say ye nusia bre kase boy to the Paramount News no wo Great Commission TV eso na mesre say aba for 10 time kase no so no na say social media handles Facebook, TikTok, X ye wo Instagram so no bo wura mu wo Great Commission TV GH na che say kase boy betwegu etwegu wo ho no mo bo mo de say obe like na wa share ama ofoforo enye bi ahwe sanso na comment no jato comment section ase na mo hye so say obe makasa no ho ate emre pem ye be hwe akenkan ede ama wo senia enanwumri ensem no ehunu ye hwe ne bedi mu akotin no ebi
na edi akotin ebi se oman ye dwedie ekeka bomo a epagya ne mu 654.7 billion ewo afi 2026 ensemi GSS ede aba betudwa
Ghana man penyini abedi akire Professor na Jade Opoku Ajiman se kase wone kaya ye nkabumko no atena sanyi na omodwendwene afa ho ohawa omo efemu no mahwe aso omasene
yeba court insensem so deputy attorney general extra selective justice claims ebi mo ede babonti no se no kra bi anim na mom lawyers na kasa no pese omo delay cases no
Professor Bogbin ena ede kokobo ma chese wo hwe amayofo a ba no civil service be recruitment na ekoso a afro mba be ho amayosem ena we amayoku odom amayoko na se bi enu ti hwe ne mfa no kom no osinyi na nya de se be boa yense oman enu ti wa hwe ede ho kokobo nsem ato edwa
DVL phone no mo kase almost 75% our ride hailing drivers no mo nyina license omukita no fake
National Petroleum Authority opening kwankyerefo da no na bedi akire ye kasa esi ano mo kire se owura Dramani Bukari ekomu agwakowu ewo abrochire emu kirekire nyina ye de besomo
nadmo so enya enuoma dodo bia efi UAE honomo ne dodo na $1 million omo de beba boa wonmo a enso no eka omo a omo ho ka adwemu ewo man Ghana mo
Sanso na 9 months edwumakuo no kire se oma paw edwumade bi omba bedi nyini na efefo magude etu no kwambone so ne titru kra brem insuo no ana brem river no no ewo chebi honomo no
yade kasia ne beka obi man so Colombia na earthquake esi ho no ano odin ye pa ye bedi emu enkomo
ni jedi mu nsam soso no eno so bebo wurahu mu Tesagade sini twani Lewin wakasa kire se Ghana ono so yesidi twani Van Veka nya de se wona no kura ebedi dwuma bio na nka pese wo hu so omumienu omote baabi etwasi ni yibie emu kyerkyere de behwe ede asom ebusua nsama hodo bi eka we hu na nanwumre emma mienu emma so no wo hu ye ewo screen so ede hwe eba beso mo sompa say enwumre bre no hia kase boy to the Paramount News ewo Great Commission Television eso ansa na kase we betima ba wakwemu no na enwumko bi adaroma sika fem omno mahwe aso yase amaya no aye de dinenti ne hwe ne fasada emma enwumko no
yada sida emma enwumko sika fem mo na so yase me de no sia kase boy yade esomo go same travel and tour na every almost so pesa utu kwan ko amonone ekoye adwuma wo school ana wo ensrahwa wo modia na ehwe go same travel and tour na omombo na dwumedia omode ebeni student visa, business visa, tourist visa, visa renewal, sponsorship bank statement for all visas, birth certificate, business certificate, nefe passport. Modern life you go sim travel and tour. Me pa chomo nungwa kantamanto. Great Commissioner Bronsaina mo friend penny 4 na oni omundi ensa waso. I was 0244 425 804 0244 425 804. If you go same ventures limited sunie so pesa wo toka ana opeka e dey work and pay abo modern na you go same ventures limited na omombo obi na car would be work and pay no na ohia no so benya wo 20,000 Ghana cedis e dey aba papa wo guarantor na mo Ghana card any license na mo dey aba na ensema ye dey go granta so no mo de mo sa hyase agiato me pa chomo nungwa kantamanto Great Commissioner Bronsaina mo from 24 it was 0244 425 804 0244 425 804 and now 0500 151 315 0500 151 315. Go Save Ventures Limited, or say just go simple.
Hola Savior Herbal Center say Mr. Saya de bene how na wa hene tete wo no na ba betena so no ye na adwo so so emfi wo so no menim so chinchin pa akom ya bia bebre ni na efo wa yaresa ho na so so no ebesi ne asam no babia etim ne ho a ne da ho etim mesro fo ni ekire wo Hola Savior Herbal Center say we ye bre no ene chese Dr. Penyina wa ba ayaresa bia aba ye na nanom dubine na okokopiem ho a obehwe ede asaw yade wa ahodo no enti wo de ne mbubu ye yade akoma yade entahye wa moja no etimi endi mu efrisa ni ye saso so no na wo sabo anasa wo hrawa no eho aba ohaw wo chi bremu no eya na yi ebew eya oya pa saso lo sisi echi no eya na hyehyew be ma sa wo de ne prostate enlargement nkwande amesra wo dada fa kokodan eya Dr. Hola saso na wo memma yo no ntimi sisi su yi emfa ma wa eno so bo mode na munna mu fo mo ni enche wo Hola Savior Herbal Center bia na wo yade na mambo so ye brenti enti munyina sa yade ne ha nkwanda bo mode na fa ko Hola Savior Herbal Center fa ho ne chese mre dodo anasa imfie dodo a edi ewo wo so wasan so de Hola Herbal Mixture badwa man so ye nsaka bia betimi aboa na moja no edi yemu efrisa ni ye saso so na beboa ama a support immune system no netimi agina brand netimi akọ etia eyadwa ahodo Hola Savior Herbal Center ekira kwan ewo Ashaman amo any access bank no na eben fra Dr. Hola Nankasta Dr. Penyini no o nipa ho abotrese friend was 0240 409 and I say 0200 623 038 and afa 0576 656 658 Hola Savior Herbal Center and only God can heal you. Ye free Dr. Hola ho yakwaje chesa apomudi ho entity ye ho ato ye enya ade se ye de apomudi ho se be di agrokra nu nti no ampose wo senso no wonu mu de eno ana kita odi padwa na obedi nyina ena ebe kyereke se be bia dache wapom de ho se ebe sisi enti se ebe twi esene de wo se nye ya de hiade popopopopa na so obetwi wo sa ma onu matse na wo se no atimi abo ho bra ama na efita na kyereke se wonu atoso de ni nyina eye enna God medicated toothpaste onye bia ebebo ye papa ema mofra efiefiem eno a ena mofra eni mpanyifo nyina eyisu apomudin kwan so mpanyifo ahwe ajatum se eye eni ti wo twenden bomode ne tumrika fo ni ekiremu e Paramount ene hair center ya ebengwa filling station wo osuno won sabeka enna God medicated toothpaste ya mebo hu dewo e de akire wo no saso ena Hana store a eben Power FM e wo osu won sabeka bi wo ho Great Commission Television nungwa kantamanto esa na senya mapapa hu dewo bo na de bia ye boninti wo ba ha ena God medicated toothpaste ye won do sopo do apabia won sa ebeka bi e wo ha Farm Global Ventures ene Nas Joint Boadi Road ena edi enhwene mu demo ewo ho fra ena God medicated toothpaste mpanyifo ewo 0244 425 804 0244 425 804 ebusia emamienu ye nanwumre jaje mpene edikase boy eba besomo sompa wo Great Commission Television eso edi ameje so eye Shafatu Mohammed SM for short mini minyaba
Emma kasama for yaman se bushia mama yenjina nseme so ni ntwa ye hombra se ba edikase na beso. Adam asesa bre atwen ama ye twa ye ho abasa bre mo mayen fa kase ne nsomo na Ghana Statistical Service aye twa de tia GSS e da ba betu dwa say oman ye dwede ho nsensam no epeja ne mu ye kakra na ye kekabo mo eye value of goods na eno so amane mu eso eye afia eba betwami ekono na omo kyeremu a eye Ghana ye merchandise eye trade report no wo oman mu ne fe ye total trade no epeja ne mu efiti eye 545.1 billion Ghana cedis. Ekopemu ewo afi 2024. Nefe so 654.7 billion Ghana cedis. And also ewo afi 2025 mo. Figure see omode ba bonten ebinada August 11 no. Ghana ye kuntabufuo Al Hassan Idrisu e di SMBC etudwa.
Ninefold, from $6 billion United States dollars to more than $52 billion United States dollars. That is not just a bigger number. It is more jobs, more income for families, and a stronger place for Ghana in the global economy. Today, the Ghana Statistical Service releases a report that looks back over 21 years of our trade with the rest of the world, from 2004 to 2025. Why does this matter? Because trade is a major driver of our economy, and understanding it helps us build decent jobs, stronger industry, and progress towards the global goals we share with the world. These are not estimates. Every figure comes from the customs records of the Ghana Revenue Authority, capturing goods as they cross our borders, and follows the United Nations standards for trade statistics. So the numbers are solid, and they can be compared with any country in the world. So what did we find? 3 things stand out. First, for the most of these years, we bought more than we sold. In 2025, that turned around. We recorded our largest ever trade surplus of 148.3 billion Ghana cedis. Second, gold has become our giant, rising from 39 to 63% of our exports. And third, our trade has shifted east. In 2004, Europe bought half of what we sold. Today, Asia does. What does this mean? This is real progress. But let me be honest about the risk too. When one product like gold carries so much of the economy, a fall in its world price is felt in every home. And we still sent out raw gold and crude oil.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Abedi Chile Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimana. Sisi ayakase one kaya ye association kabom kono emu penifon washe ene omatena se na maame kono no nko anko one oswafo a washe emman emmema ne mmofra eyede ho ensem gender minister onmunyafo Agnes na momolate ena cheso mbo mode ekohia sayakaya ye nkabomko emu impenifo na ne nyina no na wonum ehwe chese bra kaya ye foi ebre wonma epush wonma moche etwe ne nyina no waso de ne atofo mehu se atoato aso a na kame yakwese omu ye ebunkam afaso ni titiri kram ene nkram popuni mantem ha na chese omkotena ase a omu hwe so betimi aso masen na omatimi amom nsanu djuma na eno no etimi atena ho amom afebo chese omkwa na nyina na nsanu djuma yi omahwe ededi omdjuma chense de bia emofra ne empenyifo so omu pushi na omu so aso enie na bre ne abra no no donso na wono mo edoso ewo nkram popuni mantem hanum sei enti eno titiri na Ghana mampanyini na bedi etire maame Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajima ene wosoafo ebo mod etu ho na mo enne wamommo ne akwakohia kai yefo mpanyifo apɛ asɛm no ne pomasi bra feso so nhyehyɛ ma pɔ metimi legu akwan mu ama eno no etimi aboa wonom.
Ebusuya yantoa kase no so enfema mo na Deputy Attorney General NFA Minister for Justice Justice Sirim say na ochra ensemo omoka anankofo bi eka efa selective justice ewo Chief Justice ni ginesi a osiye say court kakra bi obe select omo na legal vacation no metumi adwuma no ochra sa allegation na ebe ya yembo ntugu na nekra bi anim na mom judges omo oman Ghana mu nyina ye bi mo omo de omo vacation judges now betna see na case ahodo bi ombehwe no matoto enti commenter eba bontin na kasakasa bi efa judiciary ne ho na efe Ghana Bar Association won say ye judges omo vacation leave na efe so ye di ensem ketenkete bi e court no ebe yanka omo mbo sansem ni nantungu omo vacation na fiti August 1st ekopie September 30th ensem bi say na Deputy Attorney General editudwa.
It's completely false. There are so many judges that are doing vacation courts. And there are other cases that we are conducting, oral cases, which are not in the vacation because they are judges. Those judges in those courts have not been appointed as vacation court. And they've been vacated, the vacation court judges who are not doing any oral cases. So it is false allegation they are making. Secondly, see, this is the thing. If a lawyer has a challenge which will prevent him from conducting a case on any day, what you do is to come to court and tell the court your reason, and the court will understand and grant you adjournment. But to sit at home and in your office and declare that because of legal vacation you have decided that you won't practice law, of course you will decide that you won't practice law, but clearly that does not stop the court from, or the proceedings from going. So for as far as we are concerned, there is no controversy on this matter. It is just an attempt to, as usual, delay cases. Look, while we are doing these cases, you will notice that it's always a fight taking dates. Every day there's one excuse or the other whenever we want to take adjournment. And this
sustainable development in Ghana. And I feel there, what share at the Sansom when you now, to your editor says, was said, says, Siano, Ghana, civil service, no, French ye, any periperio, it me echoes, essence said, Yadia Mayuko, Ebe Cataso, Emuaso.
Underlining this, we also see the quality of our civil service. In this country, times when we've seen economic progress, we can also associate that with quality civil service. Immediately before independence and right after, the quality of the civil service was comparable at the world level. So I can understand when the team says resetting, essentially could also mean that going back to the original. As I reflect, names like Nathan, how immediately came to mind, the values he represented. Perhaps it's a good point to start from, saying that when we are talking about resetting, it helps to go back to those days and look at the values that he represented, and many people who have played key roles in that. The civil service plays an important role, also as our chair had indicated, in assisting government in formulating, implementing, monitoring, and evaluating policies for national development. Inbuilt in this role, you will find policy design, creating the policy options and giving expert advice to the government. In an increasingly polarized nation, divided along political lines, what becomes the balancing act and the moderating element should be the civil service. Your neutrality, your objectivity will be key. For that reason, we should not allow politics to influence recruitment into the public service and the civil service. It's one poison you don't need to be advised to take. An inefficient civil service, within the broader perspective of public service, represents cost to the private sector as they interact with civil service or the public sector. There is no way we can transform this economy in a private sector-led development without an efficient public sector. countries that have transformed, and you will soon see, they did so by ensuring that the public sector, civil service, were the most efficient. And the kind of competition you have to go through to be recruited into the civil service or the public service was even higher than what private sector was putting in place. There is one place we should not get it wrong, and that is civil service, the public service. Our very best in terms of human resources, that is where they should be. And therefore, what we see and observe and hear about politically connected recruitment into the public sector, and these days we understand that when there's a regime change, your temperature changes. And sometimes if we are not careful, our allegiance is not to the public sector, but it's more to our political parties. And we are mindful.
Abusia, driver and vehicle licensing authority. You're trying to see DVLA. 75% a driver for more pretty ride hailing platforms. Say what mine gun and licensing na fake. Now Chief Executive Officer at the DVLA. Julius Nikwe Korte. At the SME Tuja and the Ebna Day August 11. Afi 2026. Minotra. Send I am put to you my bed fan and Timapa Efrano. Now one of my guitar licenses. Yen tintim so enfam FM metre yen en confirm FM omode nenam edidi djuma awo man Ghana mu no eya asefem papa ochira sa ensemi efa ride hailing drivers in hwim oma check awo monitor system monitoring system no mo no mo say be 75% omo license na omo check ni nyina fake enye papa if 75% no so omo license omo check no engina ye enade ade a Mr. Korte so how we are mind Ghana mu ne kesepa ride hailing platforms ahodo bi mind Ghana mu to say Bolt Uber and Yango drivers for omo dis adwuma no omo license na enye mind Ghana mu omo kira sa how we na e de atete e de ba if so verification measures ahodo omo de beboa se na be ya won mo kita license papa no ye be hwe na ya toto nyoma na bibibia adaye no DVLA force omo hwe ne mo say omo ne stakeholder ahodo and our sectors ahodo be hwe no matena na won mo omo license engine na ye no ye be yini na fi system no mo se na be ya man Ghana e betimi afa na ntuma efra
Ebusia yetoa so ana opanyini kwankyerefo abedi akire ya woda National Petroleum Authority ya etwantia wa NPA anom Dr. Dramani Bukari Ekomog na esi ayekase omo cheso neni akire mu abrochi man ya ni nyina ho na emfa no dodo ne kakra nam so man kopie mu London honom na yi National Petroleum Authority mpanyifo nsenkyerefo edin komo kire so man asem de ne nyina ne se owura Dr. Dramani Bukari Ekomog ekokopie mu London so kwakosha ne ho yare no fofia antoata ama wato anananum esiedo internet ene mpanyifo ya guys bo so me ne dato so duba akui ene mpanyifo de sansem nyina etudwa enda benade na wonom kyerechire mu abesin de na kyerɛ sɛ yare kopoten a Dr. Dramani ye nam so amanato anananum esiedo no omuntimi emfa entu edwan na wonom kyerɛ sɛ National Petroleum Authority afesu petroleum sector no afesu ne dwumayefo ene nkabom ko bi eka ho na kyesa na mo ne owrei na omokabom adwuma no omnyina breche pam abɔ won mo na mo da to dwa se ye wo hoyi na kyerɛ se emche bia no emrepam nebusua afesu no National Petroleum Authority no behwa kom ho abom de na yie ho hyehyeye no eba beto dwa se na be mo ma ahwefo aso ensi wo ho
Abusia mayentoa kase no so enfema na National Disaster Management Organization ayetwanetia NADMO empempren omochira enyoma relief items abaka omonsan ebeboa enipa omododo na 91,000 June 29 flood no eheti omo na NADMO Director General Dr. Joseph Kunyo edensemi tudwa abra United Arab Emirates ayetwanetia UAE edi relief items anedodo na $1 million edibema Ghana buying Endra August 10th no na sa donation no efi UAE ni office no mudi PMO Minister of State edema climate change ne face sustainability in partnership any natmo so omon share na wonu ma omo ka je no omo fa en support omo oman Ghana
coming as a government to support Ghana as a nation, and that is why the relief support is so huge in that margin. I want to say that in that regard, we have enough relief items to meet every victim's need based on what we have received so far. NADMO need you more when there is no disaster. It is the only way we can prevent the disaster from happening. It is the only way you can minimize the occurrence and then the magnitude.
On Thursday, I had a meeting with the Japanese embassy. Okay, they are looking at technical support. They are looking at support from, giving equipment. So what we are doing is not only distributing rice and sugar and things. We are expecting that we will have that support, that people will invest in equipment, so that we can present that to NADMO to assist them in, the work that they are
coming as a government to support Ghana as a nation, and that is why the relief support is so huge in that margin. I want to say that in that regard, we have enough relief items to meet every victim's need based on what we have received so far. NADMO need you more when there is no disaster. It is the only way we can prevent the disaster from happening. It is the only way you can minimize the occurrence and then the magnitude.
On Thursday, I had a meeting with the Japanese embassy. Okay.
National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, a 20-hour and 9 months. Ejumekode se meka so mapa ejumedie hu bi entama ya wonom ekire se omo do mani ekire mu ewo chebi ene ne mpotem ya no ewo epe mantemu ne nyina efa eye fo magudi etu ne kwambone so ne nam so ama eye bremu insuo no etimi asene amkwakosha abo ho ban se ne be ya efo magudi etu ne kwambone so ewo honom no eho sem no ebetimi abafom na se betumi mpokra na enka eto etimi etwa na eye bremu insuo no so etimi afa ne ntama pa efura ewo ho na we no omo ekire se ne nyina nyese wo hwa sa ejinete omutui efa 9 months omodwuma titiri edom so some behwe ama efom egude etu nukwambone so mo hwe etu ase na omabo insuozuwa eho ban na afi so no ensase ahodo eyekwa ya ahodo so eho ban ede free eye omo mo hwe etu efom egude kwambone so yi ane nyina no ye frɛ ne gadam se yi ebi o se no ena enam na tese bibia etimi akoyi sa so omo hwe ede supporting eye Ghana Water Company Limited ni na nam so ama insuo ho akọ atwe ni titiri kra ne epuemantem ena afi so no potem bia ewo eho no nti o kyerɛ sɛ saa na monto mutu ese omo do mani akyerɛ mu ho no eno no ebe hwa mansuo no eni atena ma Ghana Water Company Limited omo nsuo ho nsɛm no tena ebe nsuo no na se nsuo no ntimi flow no ebetimi ama nsuo no ni atena afi so omo so betimi nya nsuo ahodo no etriti ede omudwuma na hwa ama nsuo no eflow ede ama adesha wonom ewo epuemantem ni titiri kra ene wonom a wonom ewo chebi ene ne mpotem ewo epuemantem ehanom eseyi
abushia yenjina enseme so ni entwa ye ho nkwaje aboafo enkrato se ye ba ensema aka nyina ye de beso ye beso
Abusia for ya mu bia kwaba e de ba Paramount Company Limited so edmaku a wo Ghana ha wakofa eduro nwanwaso e de abadwa so a eduro no eya nwanwade akese eduro ni din ne Cement Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsule eduro na ne mra na de agan no udnam na oti agan a eduro yi e na mebe kanfo de ama Ghana ni bia na se bibi ni bia se obenya bie na onso anonom na etimi aboa no sa eduro nwanwaso a yeka ho asemi Cement Vital Herbal Mixture and then the capsules no eye eduro a ye adwuma wontini mu eduro yi uyo obi a sabi o mema sem eda fom tinkaja bema ne ntimi man mu so kra bema ne ntimi mpagya ne ho wo ye bema sabi wo ne obahyiam na sesia no waje mu a nso aduro ye kanfo de ama wo aduro ye aduro a ebeboa ma wuntini na timi asore gina so ebe mamogya de apusa ne wo bema no mu ama bema na timi asore gina so ye na watimi abo adwuma ne ama o piafo obi bia sabi oni atenka so yo ba so ye bema wuhia aduro Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules anemna ne de agan ne bi kona koto binom watenka ayira na te kopra kona koto aduro ne bi nanom na obehu sabi aduro no esi ye adwuma sifa afei wuye ne to nchen sabi obi wo hono ma pichikom o how pa kese pa so yo ba na wo kom fichire na se wo menses na ma ebeyi a aduro ebeboa wo Semens Vital Herbal Mixture kona koto aduro ne binom be ma wo fichiko no bibia ye kama de amount afei so wote yaw o fichiko mu a aduro ebeboa wo Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules afei so obi won ma sabi wa akogya ne nan no na mogya di akire wo oba na otisa de bia hu mogya no tie mi ye pa se mogya no ye gon bright red we no ka se bright red a en na say do betima abo ma mogya no nyina to atwa e de ama okra afei so obi so a sabi ne to ase twetwe no we ni kan se sciatica wo sciatica eduro betima abo ama yaw ne twetwe na wo ni nyina atimi ate akokra no e ye agan Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules. Eduro no eye adwuma wontini mu. Na enuane no bi weduro we mu a eboa pa. Ye friend nitric oxide. Say nitric oxide no wunya eba oni paduam a enti bi emu asi enti na aka tare. Ba bebiem ba be hu ntini ama ntini metuna da wo modya tuma de apusane. Usisi na ya ye wo neurotransmitters a sonifri adwen no ho na eba eno na se obi te jawa na se pains bi mu a na sa neurotransmitter no etimi aba beboa ama pain na se yaw no etimi akofom edrei ewo nyane no bi wo mu a etimi release neurotransmitter ye friend endorphin na sa endorphin ne ba se usisi na yaw jaw na wote no ewo usisi mu no edrei eba be stop ni nyina yisu dopamine na be yi yaw ni nyina afiri wo ko e de amount enti so sisi yo ya eduro wo so onum agan Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules eduro age award yenim de ye ka ho asem no 2022 best waist pain product of the year 2023 eduro age award efasisi ya de ho 2024 ye sa hwe ni musa afie di anyum nyina so ye be sa age award no wo ye bema na wo pese unyina so no gina so peme wabla obenu meduro no sima kakra bi ati a frɛ number no a egu screen ase no o frɛ number na ye be no be kasa kama ni ato sedi obesi anu meduro no na emu na tumi aboa ama bibia ye kama ma o afei so ba bia be nya bia to no ye di egu screen so na emom tie ni ye pa sɛ wo kumase ene ne pattern wo store wo pese o tu bi ton a ba bia edi kan PFA pharmacy New Road Junction wana PFA pharmacy o store kese a obenya ben bia tu honum akwakoton afei Colinac ewo Ashtown oni Dani Herbal omu nyina wa Ashtown ko ho Fredimens eso okay o ono so be ma obi ato afei so Sambora ewo Kagetia Gate 3 no opposite pe edrei edra eba beboa eyi sa ho hawe nyina afi wa kwa ma o enti pe bi akiri kwan to agan a etrese ejan no pedito na enkotote ema na so nya wa ho odin pepepe edama
Abusia yɛ de ma sɛ ma jebre atwen ama yɛ twa yɛ ho akwaji aboafo enkrato aba sabre mama yɛ fasida ema dwumakwa sika fa momo na aso ya sen ema yɛ de no nsia kase bo yɛ de esomo go same travel and tour and every omo so akwantu enkrata samina bo mo de fa bedan omo na omo toto ema dwumadi omo di ebi ɛyɛ visitor visa ɛyɛ student visa business visa tourist visa ɛyɛ visa renewal sponsorship bank statement for all visas birth certificate business certificate Nefe passport, me patrol share go sim travel and tour. Omo nungwa kantamanto. A great commissioner upon sign na mo friend penny for I was 0244425804 0244425804. Go Same Ventures Limited near Wopeka at all and Alpeka da working player. Go Same Ventures Limited said bra. No more benefit you must cry. Cowed bear working pay no here so benya 20,000 Ghana cedis at Yaba. Wapel guarantee account and ye be here more licenses na dia. If within 2 weeks near the Kanama now did juma. Now si can kaya no ya spread it at the amount 2.5 years. Now which yan in kakanka crap. Because Go Same Ventures Limited or a nunga cantamanto. A great commission upon sign na mo frɛ ɛyɛ empenifo na woni omundi enkomo ɛyɛ 0244425804 0244425804 and 0500151315 0500151315 Go Same Ventures Limited or say just go simple.
Hola Sevia Herbal Center semi business so ya re ne sign na wosue so a wahye dem atu humu eya o se na o de wi ase na ba na wi ye da bi esum enduru ne nyina ne se fi na ko benya adwensa kyere waka se wo de wani akire wo Hola Sevia Herbal Center ehọ na wo yare atena wo so mfie dodo wo no obehwate ne tede ama a wo kra bagye mu se bisa so baka se wo de akọ chinchini a mo ntimi anhwe ama mfie dodo ni na eside na wo ba Hola Sevia Herbal Center wetimi ade ne sample de ama eja ne ho edegu so intahye wa ho men ensi su yi emfa emma wo sabo anasa wa hrawa no eho aba ohaw moja no entimi endi mu efrisa ni ye saso so no enna wo sisi eche ya na tutu ye pa wo chi bramo no na enwe na hyehyew be ma sa wo so de na prostate enlargement now me ma yo no ensi su yi emfa emma me so mo nyina mo fa mo ni enche mo Hola Sevia Herbal Center sanse hono ye nananom endubunai eno na wo behwe ede ama wo ni nyina nsa hye wo ho behwe na wodi so se anom na no pa na ewia enwumra na wo hwe edi super pepper sa na ni na no wapom de ho nsem ebetimi ACP na sita na wakwakwa etsania na woteka ne na ewapobudin ekwan so wasanso de Hola Herbal mixture bedwa man so ye sake bia na ye nonom egbogu yeyemu a ebebo papa ama moja no edi yemu efrisa ni ye sanso so no na ebebo ama immune system no etimegina brand sase be support the pa na emu ozen na etimi ejina brane akon etia enyadewa ahodo obehu Hola Sevia Herbal Center ekira kwan ewo ashaman one any access bank no na eben for Dr. Penyini Dr. Hola Nankasa ewo 0240409991 and I say 0200623038 and afa 0576656658 Hola Sevia Herbal Center and only God can heal you. Enna God medicated toothpaste enna edusui ampo se papa enwa enna mofra no efie bi omo akra akona de la lekwefo ampo se bi kwa akola do ka jo se enna God a wompe o enu ti awofo no se munnimu a enwa enna wieye bre ko efiefie mu a enwa na tese mofra mpanyifo no ehwe eyisu apomudin kwanso mpanyifo ajatum se enna God medicated toothpaste inwanudu ahyemu ma abomu bew enu ti no eyemo bibia for woni ekiremu ewo prempemat ebe hair center we go filling station no ewo osu Hana store any power FM ewo osu na eben Great Commission Television no ngwa kantamanto Buadi Road aha na yebutu oba ye woni do sopo ena God medicated toothpaste dodo bia opebia wonsam ebeke bi wa ha Farm Global Ventures ene nas joint Buadi Road na edi enhwenimu the more enso so ewo ho Fre Enagard medicated toothpaste impanyifo no na wonsa embeke bi na tunu bebre na fa kwesa nsamofra no ehia fre wono e 0244425804 0244425804
Abushi anya fa kase no enko obi manso Abusia de kasene ko bi man so na ekọ Colombia mine mo na nipa be 69 and atọ na nanom wonsia do and adan ahodo bebre na so na adwiregu e Western Colombia ni na efa magnitude bia anodin yi a 7.4 earthquake a esi e South American nation mo na sa earthquake yi amatimemfo bebre na na epra na atrape omo e debris efe nipa bebre na so na epra na dodo na so na efri oman no mu ekopie mu e wo capital Bogota na epicenter a eben San Jose del Palma community bia e wo ho na dodo na 4,800 timemfo mo ho no mo no mo wo Choco region mu na kekapo mu a 250 miles 400 km our West Bogota nefe United States Geological Survey no twanitia USGS and also 7.4 magnitude earthquake and also see our Western Colombia Colombia Geological Service no and some of the babetudwa enono na ensembi say na earthquake yi ekoswa ama yechira 66 miles 107 km nefe tremors were ono so timemfo mo ho no so omo ka adwumpa ensembi say na ekoso ewo ho.
Back to our breaking news from moments ago, we are just showing you pictures from Cali, Colombia, where a 7.4 magnitude earthquake was reported. Officials say that there were some injuries and several buildings were damaged, and you can see the live pictures coming into us right now. Although, it's so many people milling about, you can see that it doesn't look, although the damage looks terrible with people there, I don't even see first responders. The hope is that there isn't a significant loss of life, although any loss of life is always tragic. We're going to talk to Rob Marciano in just a moment about this. He's been tracking this story for us as well. Rob, you hearing anything?
Well, I'm just pulling up, trying to find out where that video we just showed.
Yeah, that was Cali, Colombia.
Yeah, Cali. So that's, west of Bogota. Bogota's it's almost as high as Mexico City as far as elevation goes. And then you go through the Andes to get to the coast, and this is kind of in one of those valleys.
It's definitely a major Colombian city, so hopefully this is just a building that had some other issues that caused it to collapse.
That's what you hope, because you can see some of the surrounding buildings are still relatively okay.
Yeah, but that one is that town is not that close to the epicenter, which makes me worry
That's
about
interesting.
Makes me worry about all these other slightly smaller towns
closer to the epicenter.
Oh boy. So one aftershock that I saw about 10 minutes ago, listed on USGS at 5.0, which is enough to take weakened structures and weaken or damage them more. But obviously, search and rescue crews are.
Those folks are pulling up a stretcher, so presumably there's someone stuck inside. They're trying to get out.
Yada sese waka ho amaye twa ho itia wa na kire se abra ye dui ofa edo so no enigede mu ensem na Ghana sini twani ya ne din eni kojo enkansa ne din anasa na hotedi adodo na anim na lewe na wakasa kire so no a ne yonko brebo no so sini twani Van Veka enya ade se wona no ebehia krampo wo set so mo hwe atwasini eno kra do se sunu ebi krampo nsi da ene se wobu kra na ne samanpo sa onjintum ebi kra enye ade ebe de ebesi da na ode nsem nyina tudwa wa bra na lewe na nkasa ni social media so abefo tentan no eho na cheso ko esa video edit to ho wo kire say wane Van Veka omo ina manyanti ase say wonom eba be shoot movie na wa frana omo bo nkomo ne ade afa de ekada kro na dwumade ni bekoso na wo fra Van Veka wo say lewe mitimi mba wo se wo disappoint ne papa anam so mo wa kire say wo di Van Veka ho ya opa na se we enye na dikai wode aye na akame kwakwa yese Van Veka no eba no Ghana sidi twafo na emu panyifo no fa ne die ene obuo ayese fata wonom emfa emma nti o kire se efi na rikoi so ne Van Veka be she set so sune bi ensibio na bra konyon kasa lewen na ona kasa so ni video die sine so ewo abefo tena kese no so no nsem odi tudwa no yetie bi
For one day now, or the for one day nibra, nebeye, not 3 days in him, neko. I'm from much message, no answer, baby. Dabeswa went to answer that call. Say be next week. Say be patrol. Me 2 days will be. I'm sure be next 3 days and 4 days time. Where mu directors no? Where mu PM no? Where mu producers no? Where acting about to see pen. At that form, I go to produce. And not form. We be papa the quatica. Is you go see a friend was in a bear. Where you always why you know. There's no call, as never catch on there. And the young guests, young boys, and they produce in Ghana, and the G baby are going on the trouble. There's in Tikumo, West and Jude, woman, I am more. And the young penny funny beam to fish about the world, but penny in Quadia. Any what are we? Winter in Tiagan and Nida. Debbie. And and then me kono boko wa nyaade ihye bia wo ka odwuma sem kire me avu ni nti nam safa odwuma bi ti se wa nya wa man pa me frɛ a confirm sem pa so ke papa da bay
ana kasebo no esie de ni nyina aba no ewe ha ene brebe makwan na ansa na ne yenhwe nsema hodo a egu apon no so ebi
ensemo a ewo so no ho ebini se Ghana total trade record no yechra edu 654.7 billion ewo afi 2025 mo.
What is Ghana man penyina be de chire ma me Professor Jane Opoku Ajiman wodi nani echire mo grampopu ni mantem ha na ne kaya ye nkabom kuo no emu mpanyifo ene ekokotena ase afeso so no wosoafo a woda asoye ehwe emma mofra emmema de ho ensem ene ebo anan ekokopiem ho anyi na mo hwe apensa no dwuma mefa so aso wono mo ase ewo man yi emu.
Deputy Attorney General Cha, selective justice claims a lawyer for no association ababeto monte no krabi enim omo mpese case no ombeko no makodi entin omo kasa.
Professor Bokpin obi eba ni sikasam na ho toto ya wabini mu ye papa wa bomu ebe wo na wakasa de akire se civil service o man Ghana hanu mu sei edu recruitment na se fa adwumaifo a na nde na okwabra na o se an me de mama yokuo na ote aban mu ona wo power no ti no me de amayokuo ma na ewurawura mo se ba ne sana nipa na esese ye de ko hye ho no mo a ono no wo skills no ene ehu nimde no eba ne sa ono se nipa no na edi ne sinchen na koba ne sa so nya de se o man nan kan ko ene ne chichire no ebetimi edimu
DBL force na omo kase omo chira wono mo a driver form use boat yango na wuba no license omo kita nyina fake ntisia no omo bi omo ni yepa ewo mo
Sanso ena National Petroleum Authority NPA ye twaniti awa openye kwankyerefo abedechire ya wada adwumakuo yi ano onmonyamfo doctor Dramani Bukari ekomog se ye kase jese ya de se ne hododo no a okokopie mo London man no emu na so fofia antoata ama wofra ne ntama ewo ne tintim a emu kyerkyeremu woteye
efe UAE for the relief items and editor na 1 million eda be pie mo man Ghana mu na nadmo penifo na kwakohia efa wono mo a enso eto wo man Ghana mu a eka omo no
9 months adwumakuo eba no fom egudi etu ne kwambone so omko etia na nam da tudwa ama enam so ama mada mudwumadie bako edi ya mo kire so omo de omani akirem brem ensuo na eno no chebi epuemantem no eno no omko akwhwe ama fom egudi etu ne kwambone so nam so ama brem nsuo na ase no ma behwe ako etia omo di sa adwuma ni na nsuo no etimi ate ama de hye so anya nsuo
Yadi kasiane kobi mainso Western Colombia na nip earthquake esi wono enipa dodo na epra dodo no so na ato na nanomo ewo ensiedo
ni jedi mu nsem so ebo wura mu na Ghana se ne twani kwadjon kansa lewen wakasa kire se so wotia se ne mienu ono akasa ne yonko se ne twani van veka nya de so ne beko set so da ne nyina ne se na anu ya dom nyina eko ntiase ama mu nyina ma dwa akobem kro so mba behwe edisini bi aba bontene na emre egusu eko nanim no woto ne nsafra van veka wofra ne bi a wo so ebeba so afa de ka dakro na omkwa kwhia van veka so no wontumi mba eno o chese wodi ne ho ya opa na wenye ne dika wodi aya na eninti ekame yakoye se Ghana silitwafo no obu esefata wonum wonfa ma wonum ebusua ne nsema hodo bi eka we hu ene nanyumre ema mienum yaje mpene ebetena ase ede beso musompa se enyumre bre no nsia ka se boy to the Paramount News ewo Great Commission Television no ase the PSM confirm us wo je bre ehwe yen na lamlelamte eye producer na be de chire eye Joyce Mensa sanso no ye na ye editor Theodora Otis wabon homodin pa MCR Mr. Andy Grant and Nana ya opare oba camera so Kinsley Jane sa enso so managers papa oba ya tobo oba ya so no neso ohene wa nyame enshira papa onya okese adwuma ekofa by Chief Apostle papa nyame enshira Apostle Joseph A. Jackson that nyame sho bebe obi amini se wo hwe ye da se ye papa Mary enso so ebo ye chiri dom na se di nyina aba no ewie na ye ayeje mpene ebe so mo osompa se enyumre bre no sia ka se bo de ba wakwam edi ameje so eye Shafatu Mohammed SM for short mini menua ba
Emma kasama fu yamansa yadamo se amamumo ene hwe nyame adomo chena edi no sia ka se bo no ye de beso mo yakram